And we are live.
She's a bad, mother sucker. Yeah. She's a bad, mother sucker. Let's go to the corner. Let's go. Every Wednesday night. So shim this whole thing.
Be on the corner too.
So you know that shit is tight. That corner's a she's a bad, mother sucker, yeah. Bad. She's a bad, mother sucker.
This is a poem written between the darkest hours of the morning, or the darkest hours of the night, and the brightest hours of the morning. Written between slightly intoxicated and not nearly drunk enough. Between roaring self-confidence and teetering insecurity. This is a poem written not in black, nor in white, but in the gray ink that blots out the story of our existence. This is not a liberal protest, nor is it an NRA convention. This is me bringing a knife to the gunfight. This is not about siding with the left or the right. This is about looking down the center of the field and trying to find an opening. This is not about whether you stand for what you believe in or whether you kneel for what you believe in. This is about finding common ground. I'm not talking about black power, and I'm certainly not talking about white supremacy. This poem is a newborn mixed-race baby meeting either one of its parents for the first time because that baby just wants to be held and rocked. It doesn't care what fucking color the cradle is. This is not a woman's rights movement, and it's not a man's power struggle. This is that quiet moment of stillness and clarity right after the fight when you both wish things hadn't gotten so heated and wonder why you wasted so much energy on it in the first place. And despite what it may seem, this is not a protest or a speech. This is not a public service announcement or a come to Jesus moment. This is not a rallying point for the masses. It's not a call to arms. And it's not my attempt to make you see the light. But what we do need to see is the other side of the fight. See, at the end of the day, we're all the same, no matter who we choose to ridicule or blame. At the end of the day, your problems are my problems, and his problems are her problems, and them's problems are they's problems. And I know somebody's probably going to have a problem with how I used those pronouns, and maybe that's part of the problem. But regardless, my point is that these are our problems because this is our home. This is our future. And no matter what borderlines, oceans, genders, races, or religions separate us, we can't afford to be divided anymore. We are tearing ourselves apart. They say the best way to hide something is in plain sight. Maybe that's why we can't see all of this gray. Maybe it's because our world is so enveloped in it that we've become blind. Feels like we're all just drifting through some endless wasteland of thick fog, and we keep bumping into each other like a badly rehearsed play because we can't see how or where our path intersects with anyone else's. Look, I know things are just so much more certain when you stay on the beaten path and keep your eyes looking down at your feet. I know it's just so much safer to ignore what you can't see. And I know it's just so much easier to carry on pretending to see the world as black or white through the rose-colored glasses that society has forced you to wear. But I promise you, once you take them off, once you pick up your head and pay attention to the gray that's all around you, your world will explode into a rainbow of colors, and you'll finally be able to see all of the colorful paths that have been laid out in front of you this whole time, like the crayon-scribbled maze on the back of a children's menu. What I'm trying to say is, maybe we just need to grow up and see the bigger picture. Yes, you might have to use a little brain power. Yes, you might have to read between the lines occasionally. And yes, you might have to develop a little fucking empathy to see it. But I promise you, it's there, even in the air you breathe as you hear these words. Because this is a poem written between having the room to breathe and gasping for air, between being completely exhausted and more awake than I've ever been. This is a poem about right and wrong, about life and death, about you and me, about the choices we've made and the choices we decided not to make, about what we know and what we haven't grasped quite yet. Because all we know is that we exist. Everything else is perception, isn't it?
I'm gonna wait on the speed round. Y'all gonna wait on the speed round? Who is number one on the speed round? Oh, is we caught in the Matrix number one?
It's that Southern playalistic spit. A different kind of lit. So players, if you choose it, you better make sure you don't abuse it. That shit'll get you high. It's that stargazing at Neptune. It's the theme song that was played every time that the disciples met in the upper room. It's that East Coast Southern game that make them lame niggas hate it, but them real niggas recite it. Whether they're sophisticated or ratchet, it makes them women snap their fingers because they motherfucking like me. It makes the feds want to indict me. It's CPT, but it's perfect timing. Country grammar in its rhyming. Holistic in its punchlining. See, some say it's dope as marijuana. That's why I was asked to serve you this shit on Poppy's Poetry Corner.
Let's go. You talking? Unmute yourself, Breeze. We want to hear this. Unmute it. Unmute it. Oh, nope. Nope. You unmuted and we still can't hear you. Y'all, this speed round about to be slow than a mall today, ain't it? We gonna get it right. We gonna tighten up. We gonna get this thing right. What you got going, Breeze? I'm gonna jump in for you. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna jump in. Man, I be so geeked to fire up, but I never invite anybody to the smoke. But if you get anything other than loud without a crowd, you'll watch me shake shit loose like a tooth. I mean, truth is, niggas be out here winging it. But that bird shit just don't fly around here. I be feeling like the movie Life now that I'm seeing stuff clear. You see, we don't need no fences around here at Camp Shade. We got us what we call a gun line, boss. Tell them about the gun line, boss. What a gun line? The gun line is a line that don't need no sign because I go deaf and blind when it comes to protecting mine. Mine's being anything that make my sun shine or the little people that make me grind. Even if I'm coming from behind, they work every amount of time I hit that clock. I turn into the young guns. I be like, don't stop, can't stop. When it comes to the fam, I get down and I clown. So be careful when you come around because I smoke for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And I invite anybody to the fight for mishandling my pack. And that's a fact that you can quickly get fired up about that. Come out the Matrix. Hood, it's on you, boo. It's on you. You are number 4.
Welcome. Welcome to my hood where I have the tendency to make bad things seem good, where women like myself are often misunderstood. Well, some people would escape if they could. I mean, I wouldn't, but I know others would. That's the reason I have you all here tonight. I want you to think about all the wrongs we can make right. With all the darkness surrounding us, let's try to make light. Let's make light of the situations in which we had no control of its creation. Tonight, let's not dwell on the negative because that's wasted dedication. Shit, I know we still in the hood, but I would like to take your mind on vacation. You see, my hood is free from frustration, where all will be heard and respected. No need to die by reputation. And we all know the children are watching, so we're going to show good representation. Let's teach each other how to heal. Touch your neighbor's hand and ask them how they feel. The universe brought us here together, so let's seal the deal. I've done the honors of blessing y'all into my hood, so let's make it real.
Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me?
Yo. No, soon as you started talking, no, 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 no. We cannot hear you anymore. No, 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 no. What the Matrix said. Is she caught in the Matrix? Yeah, she's caught in the Matrix. I don't even know if she caught in the Matrix or she just caught in a time lapse because I mean, I can't hear nothing. Every time the queen come up, it's like, yeah, you know how South Park and Kenny, I wish I could hear some or something. Just give me something over here, man. All right, let's get it going. Cha, let's go. Let's see if we can get you up for Breeze so Breeze can get it right over there. Cha, you ready?
When I'm in a funk, I just think of you now. Lord knew what I want when he gave me you now. So I won't fret, bad times won't regret. 'Cause I know I'm saying yeah with you now. Lovely, lovely melodies. You were mine for centuries. Sha, the one that you adore. My king came knocking at my door. 'Cause when I'm in a funk, I just think of you now. Lord knew what I want when he gave me you now. So I won't fret, bad times won't regret. 'Cause I know I'm saying with you now.
Can you hear me, Poppy? You can hear me? Yeah. I am an intellectual alien. An endangered species endangering the species of mumble rappers. You know them cats who have to balloon by their way through a lyrical mass. So do you see me? I absorb havoc and I create magic. I slick like just be pushing P. Prolific positivity, pushing properly, pushing positive practices. NASA can't even see me. You see, my telescopes aren't verbal, so I tell them to scope my verbal visually. My energy be on 10 times 10 times 10, so I'm always smiling. And regardless if it's a good or a bad thing, I would never mind handling either. But like Cardi B, baby, please, please, please be careful with me. My word game been spitting ether, woman king, I am she. My galactic travels trample through the thesaurus. Trick the mad hatter into believing that he is not mad. Y'all, I've been an outcast. So I be happy to have spaceships that do not come equipped with rear view mirrors and still dip into Alice and Happer in Wonderland, Wonderland, if Wonder Woman like women, y'all, I slick like just be chilling. And I never give them a hole when you can accomplish a lot more when you share just the fourth of you with these folks. And not even half, because half the folks in your fourth wish they can shine brighter than you do in the light that you provide by trying to dim yours. And yours, I want to welcome you all to Poppy's Poetry Corner. Let's get it. Let's go.
Ooh, that's my type of speed round, man. I love when they come through the corner and fire everybody ass up. Foul, foul, foul. It's a drive-by, bitch.
Yeah, it was a drive-by, man. Look at Shion had to pop his ass right on up. Let it breathe up and to drop you down in this thing. We got so many people in the house tonight, man. I told y'all it was a packed house. And we going up through there. Man, let's go. I see the comments already starting to come in. How was y'all Wednesday? Y'all already know my saying, man. I had a great hump day because I ain't never humping around. And I hope y'all not either, man. I told y'all this week was Pride Week. Like, I take pride in almost everything I do. I definitely take pride in loving me, baby. So this week right here, man, I might should call it Proud Week because I'm almost proud of everything I am. Well, maybe not the American part sometimes, y'all, but y'all know how that goes. But I'm definitely proud to be part of PPC and the amazing dopeness that's been dropping on the corner. Oh, wait, man, I can't be more proud of the place I'm sitting right now, especially tonight, man. Tonight, I brought some of the dope ass poets slash hosts slash, man, they just moving around the city the most in this thing tonight, man. So I'm excited about tonight, man. I have watched each one of these individuals. So, man, I know they moving in pride. They proud of what they do. And I had to bring them on here with no questions, man. I saw a father, a husband, a mother, a sister, a brother. Man, I saw so much out of them, man. I saw mofos that was just proud to be them. So I'm ready to rock it out, man. My first person that I'm bringing up here tonight, y'all, boy, I'm excited. This queen right here, man, like when I first saw her, she was a proud mother, a poet. I mean, she hosts her own hood healing. Y'all, the first piece that I heard her ever do was about her son and how being a mother. And she spoke with so much power, man, it shook me to my damn core. As soon as she got off of that thing, I was like, excuse me, ma'am, excuse me, I need you to come visit this corner. And she owned this thing tonight, man, and I can't wait till she come on and bless y'all with some of this real heaviness I got going on, man. And if y'all in the ATL, y'all better tap in and catch her, because she be hosting her own joint, and she gonna tell us exactly where to find her. Good phenomenon, man. I'm out of breath messing with y'all tonight. Let's go.
I got a secret for you, a secret for us. You'll find out that you're good at a lot of things if you just up the score. And I know what you're scared of, being talked about and ending up on a blog and blah, blah, blah. Just stop. Stop the hate talk. And everybody that disturbs your peace, show them to the door. Notice that I keep saying you, because you did this. It wasn't me. I'm just who you used to be. But now that the old me is dead and gone, my future self can take full accountability.
Good.
Hey.
Let me unmute. Okay, we got it going over here. What's up, Queen? How you feeling tonight?
I'm feeling good. Thank you for having me.
Man, thank you for coming through, man. I just told everybody when I first saw you, man, that poem that you spit really did. It really had me like, God damn. It was powerful at the same time, but it had me like this at the same time. Like it was a mother having to kind of let go. And I remember how you spoken, and I was like, man, like you saw me. I almost chased you all the way out the door. I was like, yo, don't go nowhere. Come back here. So you definitely had to bless the spot. So just let's talk about what you do on your own with your own hosting before we even get into your first piece. Let's get to it.
Okay. Well, I'm Hood Phenomenon. You can follow me at Hood Healing Poetry LLC. My next event is July 16th on a Sunday at 6 p.m. The tickets are on sale on Eventbrite. I'm a host. I promo and I plan poetry events at the Bookstore Gallery near the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. So check me out and follow me on Instagram so we can collab.
Man, y'all heard it. Y'all heard where she at. She just told you her home, exactly where to find her. So what's the first piece we gonna kick off into tonight?
So the first piece I'm going to finish up is Letter to My Future Self.
All right, well, she gonna come back around with the one that she just started, and y'all heard how it started off, man. I even like the imagery. It was perfect, man. So let's go.
Hey, girl, it's just the old you checking in. Now, look, I know I haven't been much of a friend, but I'm here now, and that was then. And I know I hurt you. Shit, I hurt us. But I helped you build trust. And all that shit I said about you not being good enough, yeah, that was kind of fucked up. So I'm writing this letter to my future self to self-reflect. Now I realize a lot of the pain I felt was caused by myself. Letting bitches play on my top with self-neglect and letting niggas inside me that didn't belong proves I ain't have no self-respect. So that's my bad. And I know it ain't funny, shit, but it kind of is. The way you used to react to things not going your way, just like a kid. What's that? You say you got a kid. Well, congratulations. Remember when you thought you couldn't have kids? God remembered to save. That's why you named him Zachary. And remember them pills you used to pop? You know them pills I'm talking about. Them pills that got you locked up. And then that other time when you almost got locked up. And then that time, oh, you want me to stop? Well, you was acting like you forgot, so I just came to remind you. And this letter wasn't written to bash you or bring up the past. But then again, why not? What's so wrong with bringing up the past? I mean, it's the past. You passed that. You used to cry when niggas called you fat, but now them same niggas can't even get a scratch on their back. It's crazy how them tables turn. Meanwhile, you ain't touched the table to turn it. Karma did. I mean, you been in shit, but niggas just caught wind. But that's neither here nor there. Because who cares what a man thinks about the skin I'm in? Remember when you got your heart broken? Girl, you thought that was the end. You even asked God for your life to end. Meanwhile, God ignored you. He was too busy working on your blessings. He heard you when you prayed in and when you cried out. All them nights in your car, you know them nights I'm talking about, them nights when you ain't have nowhere to go and nobody to call. You used to settle for half, now you demand it all. Curtis Snow, fuck 'em, we ball. And all them numbers you couldn't dial are deleted from the call log. You doing your thing way much better now than before. And you think that this is something, just keep going, there's more. I got a secret for you, a secret for us. You'll find out that you're good at a lot of things if you just up the score. And I know what you're scared of, being talked about and ending up on the blog and blah, blah, blah. Just stop. Stop the hate talk. And anybody that destroys your peace, show them to the door. Now notice I keep saying you because you did this. It wasn't me. I'm just who you used to be. This is your growth and I can't take any responsibility. But now that the old me is dead and gone, my future self can take full accountability. Thank you.
Well, I ain't gonna say it was a heavenly message, but it was definitely a message, man.
I be having to unmute myself. I'll be surprised this fool keep popping his ass back up. Shim is in the house tonight again, y'all. I know how y'all love that mother sucker, but you know what I'm saying? So I had to bring him back. So what brought the peace? What made you talk to yourself in such a clear way that so many people can't even really, nobody can have that real ass conversation with themselves like that. Let's just put it the flick out there. So what made you come to the point where you knew you just had to just sit yourself down and just give it to yourself one time?
Well, I feel like with me doing poetry about healing and me encouraging other people to heal, that it's only right that I own my own healing journey. So that comes with everything that comes with it, like not being embarrassed about anything, because I'm probably just the only one that's talking about what I've done, but I'm not the only person that's done it. So it touches somebody, even if they're not talking about it.
Oh, that is so, so true what you just spoke on. And healing, poetry is healing by itself. We all right to heal. Whether you, no matter what length you think about it, man, I got so many pieces like that. So I understand that it's therapeutic for so many of us. I mean, writing itself, it's just a therapeutic tool. So thank you so much, man. You definitely got to come back and hit us with another one. They loving it. I hope you see your comments, y'all. I see y'all coming in, man. Everybody on Facebook, hit the damn love button, man. That's the easiest thing to tap. You ain't got to use no comment. Just hit the love button. Let's go. Why I'm at 2 hearts over here when all you got to do is hit, it fly up. It just fly up, Facebook. Come on with it, man. Let's go in this thing tonight. Y'all already know what it is. I'm actually going to bring up my next person, man. I'm skipping around this thing because Chop, I don't know what's going on. She might have been caught in the matrix for a little bit. So Breeze, I'm actually finna bring you up a little bit early. I hope you ready for this thing, man, because it's finna go a little something like this. Her shit is long, y'all.
Me being a lesbian is a choice of my purpose, of me be doing what I do because I do it so goddamn sufficiently. That's right, you said it. A vaginitarian extraordinaire really is who I be, but ladies, please call me Lady Breeze. People see this swag that I bring so freely, and I have no problems whatsoever. Just do not disrespect me. See, I can spit this poetry shit without a problem, or I could stand in front of a room full of motherfuckers that don't look nothing like me and speak to them like this is really the shit that I'm meant to be speaking when I am speaking. Well, I'll be damned. That nigga really is smart, and on top of that, she's a woman.
Yo, that gotta be one of my favorite joints that I done heard her spit. Let me do this shit right though, because I skipped it around some kind of way. My next queen, man, I found myself looking up to her. Not because a nigga short, I am short, but you know, in the poetic sense, man, she is the poetic host with the most, impressing me from the moment that she picked up the mic. This proud wife and mother carries herself around with an aura that speaks, award-winning author, motivational speaker, certified life coach, event host, mentor, man, certified counselor, spoken word artist. Damn, man, I am tired than a mother sucker, and hell no, I ain't still done. She got so many accolades, y'all, that I can keep this thing going on. So I am gonna keep this thing going. She is the CEO of Express Me Poetry, the founder of Education Blessings. Man, Lady Breeze is not only a movement in her community, but her words alone let you know that's not it. She's moving with action, y'all, and she's moving in a fast pace, man. She's at a meeting, coming on the corner right now, y'all. So y'all help me bring her up with the most host with the most besides my damn self. Shim would tell y'all something if he was on here, but he ain't. So I'm gonna give props what props are due, man. I learned a lot from this one right here. Lady Breeze, let's go.
Blessings and love. Blessings and
Yo,
love. What's going on, family?
yo, I'm happy to have you on this joint tonight, man. Everything I
Man, it's
spoke
a
was
blessing.
truly, hey, man, you have been an inspiration to me. Just looking at you tapping in, you tapped in early, and you was at a meeting. That right there speaks volumes on how you out here and how you moving, man. You are non-stop motion, and that's what we all
Man.
have to be.
And they tell
I
my
love it.
granddad used to always tell me, you sleep when you're dead.
Hey, here you talking about?
You got
Hey,
time to rest in. Love, love,
yeah,
love.
and
It's an
it's on
honor
the
to be here,
move. So,
man.
hey
It's an
man,
honor,
thank you so
man.
much for tapping in. Thank you so much for tapping in. We're gonna definitely get you got so much going on that I want to talk about. Like
Man,
I think the first thing that I definitely want to talk about though is you and these kids. I
man,
love the fact that you work with kids. Like, yes. I mean, you got, and it's branched off from another branch. I was reading, man. I
absolutely.
read the bios just for myself. Fill us in a little bit on what you really got going on out here.
So what I do with the kids is I provide a writing program that actually teaches them how to express themselves poetically, but with their emotions. So a lot of kids are limited to I'm happy or I'm mad. And we don't discuss, especially within our community, this frustration, depression, anger, irritation, and it goes a long way when we can teach our children how to be responsible for their emotional intellectual properties. And so it's one of the things that I put in place as a spoken as a poetry workshop to keep kids motivated and keeping them moving and writing and with their words.
Oh, I love that. I love that. I love how you
Yeah,
give back to the community. I love how you threw your nonprofit in there at the same time. You got so
absolutely.
much that it's just, I just love it, man. Like, y'all need to visit her page, all her pages. Wake up in the morning to Lady Breeze because she will have your ass around here like me on caffeine with no caffeine. You get what I'm saying? I be on Let's Go because of the people that I wake up to, and she's one of the people that is definitely on my morning playlist. So, what's the first thing that you're going to give us tonight, man?
So I am going to come out of my first published book, Journeys of a Long Walk, which is part one of a three-part series. Only two parts are actually available right now on Amazon or either on my website, ladybreeze.com or expressmepoetry.com. And I'm going to come with the first piece out of this one called Irony Is, if that's good with everybody.
Hell, that's perfect with everybody, man. We about to get us our first peek at this book, y'all. Come on,
Oh,
let's
man.
go.
And you
Hey,
can
hey,
get it
I
on the
won't before
website.
you start. I was just gonna say before you start, are we talking corner prices here? Because we got websites going, we got Amazon going. Are we talking good
So
hood prices?
I got Amazon on lock. I got my websites on lock, and it'll be on Barnes and Noble by the middle of the summer.
Let's go, man.
Absolutely.
Y'all go
Let's
ahead
get
and
it.
pick up that book, man. Let's get it so she can show
Let's
y'all
get
what y'all
it.
getting into.
Turn up. Let's go. Irony is coming from a bloodline of champions who are only winning at being fools. Supply tools to build nations within legacies of jealous hearts. Families that, fall apart when Big Mama dies. Unfortunately, the division was already set. Bet on all of great grandmama's land, they'd rather sell it than to allow it to raft beyond their time. You see blind visions of I'm better than the same sister that I shivered in the cold with, the same brother I hungered with, would rather see their own progression than progress within building foundations that aren't even shakable by earthquakes. Hatred that starts in the home and not in the streets of strangers. The dangers were given at birth. And regardless of how bad this hurts, my family got this disease the worst. Blood only makes you related, degraded and treated like a ghost. A build up of secret mental curses, but never support when it's supposed to be your family in your corner. Harm presents themselves as monsters under the bed. Replayed nightmares harassed your dreams like your favorite movie. Never spoken of again because those secrets could destroy the rest. But your rest is never important. And you never really rest again. You never really live again. Childhood scars that curse your every position, curse your every positive thought, knocks down every open reach for the skies. It was only love to be after. Again, the years move faster than the recovery. The assumptions weigh greater. And the only comfort you get is not an apology, just a prayer they repent. Become grown carrying those same burdens that haunted you since. Sins that aren't even mentionable in church. But go to church until they are carrying you to the hearse to bury their secrets with you. Thrown in the dirt. Thrown in the dirt by your next of kin. But the irony is, the realization of love lost isn't spoken until roses cover coffins. So walking down memory lane of the good times had. Often we skip the flowers when they can actually be received. Messages that can never be real. And in the back of your head, you're pondering, wondering, foe or friend. The worst hardship comes from your next of kin. The same bloodline generated by Big Mama's sweat and tears, destroyed memories and fears, generational disconnections. Irony is, it's always caught too late. Debate if you must. Ask yourself, just ask yourself, when was the last time you remembered getting over your childhood? Irony. Thank you.
Well, no, it ain't no fireman, but that shit was fire, man.
I like Jim.
This guy right here, he likes to pop up, man. I let him host two shows, two
I like
freaking
it.
shows, and all of a sudden now he just pops out wherever the hell he wants to.
I
I
love him.
love the fact that you went so deep so fast. I didn't think you were gonna go there. This book, I gotta go get it because now I see that the book touches into a whole nother side of you. It's tapping into a whole deeper side. How does that feel to even let that come out? Because I know for a lot of us, like we said, it's working on us. How does that feel to release?
So within breaking generational curses, what people fail to realize that if you don't face them, what they will then tend to do is drown you. And so a lot of the people that I deal with, counsel and advise, one of the main things is facing what they've actually gone through and what's actually broken them. Within Beverly Johnson's story, which is what the series is about. It's called the Journey series. Journeys of a Long Walk is the first chapter. Journeys Traveled is the second chapter, which is released earlier this year. It goes through her being a young black lesbian in the South, and we all know how the Southern generations were as it pertained to LGBTQIA, and a
Dialed
lot of
up.
people weren't. Exactly. A lot of people weren't really speaking on like the tortures that Black LGBTQIA actually go through and incur from not just strangers, but intimately their family. And it was just important to highlight. So I utilize it as a tool.
I love that. Thank you so much for blessing us with that piece. And even funnier,
Absolutely.
you better be glad Shim ain't here because Shim was there, would have been congratulating you on getting all them damn alphabets right. You just ran the whole I asked a lot. They just kept adding shit and I just had to back off of it. I'm still on the old school shit. I mean,
LGBT.
exactly. So thank you so much for coming up here, blessing us. I see Cha Cha's back in the room. I'm gonna see if I can get her
Yeah.
up so we can get the king going. Please stick around.
Let's get
I don't
it.
understand how your background ain't listening to this dopeness that you
They
dropping,
really
man.
are. They
No.
really are.
Oh, okay. I'm
This
gonna
whole
say
side
because
this
it's
way.
going in. Exactly, it's going in. It's going down over there, man. Thank you
I'm
so much
blessed.
again, though.
Love
Right. She is definitely blessing us and the place that she's sitting in, man. This is great. My next guest, y'all, let me go ahead and get this queen up through here, man. My next guest, I told y'all I brought everybody on here for a reason. So this is no different. My next guest is a super mom, y'all. And y'all know if I say super mom, that means 5+. She's a poet, a rapper, a singer, a musician, a musical theater writer and director. She caught my attention doing this piece called Strange Fruit, y'all. And I've seen the queen more than once, and every time I've seen her, it's not just spoken words. She takes pride in acting those words out. In other words, she brings those words to life in more than one way with her voice, y'all. And I'm telling y'all, it's just a vibe. So I had to bring her on the corner, man. She's a mother. She's a poet. She's a lover. And she also has her own company where she the kids too. So we gotta talk about it, man. Natasha Cha-Cha Martin, welcome on the board. So y'all be out of breath.
Strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees, nigga. Nigga, nigga, nigga. as anything else. And nigga to you equates to monster. And in every story that I've read, the monster or villain must die. So I have become your target.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, Queen, thank you so much. I've never seen anybody act out their words the way you do. And it's just, I love it. I love the feel of it. I love how you take pride in the words that you've written. So thank you so much for tapping in tonight.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm still in the car, you know. So
It's okay, man.
yeah, so I tried to make sure the lighting was okay. Hopefully it works out.
Hey
But
man, it's perfect. I see you great. So you know what I'm saying? We on some real corner shit over here, man. We here for the culture. We don't care where you bring it, where you come from it with, man. We just want to hear it. So what's the first piece that you breaking us with tonight, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and do that strange fruit. I'm gonna go ahead and do that.
I appreciate that one. But so before we even get into the strange few, tell us about the school and how it is working with the kids. What's the name of it again?
It's called A Dream Fulfilled. I love working with the youth. I was in a musical theater program myself when I was a teen mother called City Kids. So when I was there, Demi Moore sponsored us and Faith Evans sponsored us. And, you know, we got to learn like from top-notch people who have been in the industry. So because of that, I can't help but to give back because I wouldn't be Sha without a program like that.
Facts. Reach one, teach one. I love that, man. So let's get to it, man. Strange fruit. She about to break my shit down. Let's go.
Southern trees bearing strange fruit, blood on the leaf and blood at the roots, black bodies swinging in the southern breeze, strange fruit hanging from the poplar trees. Nigga. Nigga, 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 nigga. You can't see me as anything else. And nigga to you equates to monster. And in every story that I've read, the monster or villain must die. So I have become your target. What is that red dot on my back? What is that red dot on my head? I'm dead before my life has even started. Hearing the familiar words of Dilly departed, I'm bothered by the fact that I was not allowed to breathe. I was told to hold my breath. I'm vexed by this mistreatment. Pastoral scenes from the gallant south, them big bulging eyes, and the twisted mouth, scent of magnolia, clean and fresh. Then the sudden smell, burning flesh. But what's next or who's next? My children deserve a chance to live in a world that should be filled with positives, but they are viewed as negatives. They'll try to take all the breath of my relatives, and that's the hell that we live because of what they called us. They have mocked us with their words. We are mocked men, barely surviving, not thriving, but fearing the next encounter with those that should be our counterparts. But you don't view me as equal. You see me as less than in this equation. And it's not like time that you'll be facing. They'll set you on a beautiful paid vacation while trying to figure out the right wording to set you free. But as for me, you've already sentenced me to death. No life, no parole, no chance to grow old. You took my breath until I fold. You left me with nothing else to come back from. I'm numb. My only option is to leave this earth and to go into the next life because my life has ended way too soon. And while the earth still rotates on its axis, you're cutting down black people like axes. So tell me, when do our lives matter? Are we going to treat this like a fictitious slogan just to soothe our minds for the moment? But when the moment is over, we're only met with manslaughter, where white supremacy still maintains order in the way that he sees fit while spitting are really pissing on my heritage. And you really find it hilarious, and it's because of what they call us. But believe you me, your reign will end. And the same hell that you've given us is the same hell where you'll be sent. And then you'll be the marked men, because God would have taken matters into his own hands. So here is a fruit for the crows to pluck, for the rain to gather, for the wind to suck, for the sun to rot, for the leaves to rot. Here is a strange and bitter cry. Thank you.
Oh, wait, I ain't gonna say it was a habit. Make me want to tell myself I'm about to go give Barbie a visit later so we can have some baby dolls. I ain't gonna say it was a habit message.
Background. I done heard him 3 times. He all in the background 3-4 different times. Man, I love that piece and how you spit it so powerfully. Juneteenth just passed. So I think that piece will resonate with so many people for a time on. You can go back 10 years ago and do that same piece and it's still going to be relevant, which is sad, but it's still going to be as relevant as it was the first day I heard you spit it. What brought that piece about?
It was during the pandemic, and just so many things started popping up about the mistreatment of Black people. And, as a mother of 7, I think about my kids constantly out there, doing stuff, and how, I just felt like a sadness for the mothers that have to go through that. You send your child out in one piece, and all of a sudden, not, out of all hands to die from, it would be in the hands of the people that are supposed to be upholding the law.
Protect us. Facts on that. Man, definitely thank you so much for blessing us with that piece. Definitely stick around, man. Y'all know we running over time. You know what I mean? But y'all know what it is on the corner. If you gotta go, you gotta go, because we here and we swinging it, baby. Thank you so much. Please come back around. Yo, let's get to it. That speed round was not speedy. It slowed us down, y'all. So everybody, we behind schedule tonight, so please forgive us. But I got to give these poets their rights and they just do respects, man. For real, for real. Last but not least, this king right here caught my attention because he's what I consider a real man, y'all. His words about his wife and the way he lifted every queen up in that room that night without even lifting a finger didn't have any weight on him at all. Had me like, damn, your wife got a sister or something? Not that we're the same age, but I wanted to feel that type of love or that type of passion. Man, I wanted to write some of that shit he was talking about too, because that's how passionate he was about it. He was a proud husband, no doubt, but he also is proud about his self-published author of 3 books. He is the owner and the creator of Speak Your Peace, LLC. He has also been awarded with the Black Excellence Award. Y'all know that word is something else, but I'm gonna put what I can say. You know what I'm talking about right in there. He gonna tell us what that word is when he come on here though. But he has gotten that award as well. 2020 and 2022, he was ATL Hottest Spoken Word Artist Poet Award for the body of work that he's done around the community. He's released his first record, y'all, and it is thebomb.com. Soon as he told me about it, man, I had to hurry up and beep, 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 and pull it up, man. It's called She. Please go check it out, bro. It is fire. He's a film producer that he's working with, man. Oh, wait. Let me go back. That came out May 14th, so y'all make sure y'all check it out. He's currently working with 23-time award-winning film producer director, 5-time Grammy ballot Janelle Nicole, y'all. So we definitely got to talk to him about that. Let's bring this king up, man, before I keep on messing
Let
up this
every
intro.
black woman know that I, a black man, is your biggest fan, and I stand in your corner, cheer for you to win, and everything that ends it would be your cardinal sin if I prayed for your epic faith. See, I would walk through high water and hell just to make sure that you're well put voodoo under its own spell, tell time to be without motion. Express my undying devotion for you and hoping that these words that I've spoken in hearts that are broken and are lucid to your ear. Because I want it to be crystal clear that I hold you near and dear to my mind.
Yes, man. That piece right there went in close to it. Can you unmute yourself for me so we can hear you when you come up to the mic? Yes. How you doing tonight, King?
Hey, I'm good, young sis. Thank you for the invite, man. I'm loving this corner. I may not want to leave.
Hey, man, you ain't got to. You welcome back anytime, man. Definitely, we just try to vibe around here, man. It's like family. So thank you for coming on, man. Y'all intros was so long tonight. That's how many accolades y'all got. I've been out of breath all night long. Y'all gonna make me start smoking and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all going hard on this thing. So, King, let's talk about it before we even get into it. How was it to put together a body of work like She, man? Because she is that is hard, yo. Y'all go check it out, y'all.
Oh man, you know what? I don't even really know how I started with that piece. I was just thinking about black women in general. I saw something somewhere, thought about black women in general, and wanted to put that piece together to uplift black women. You know, I love uplifting black women. I love letting black women know just how beautiful they are, what they mean to the world, not just to the black community, but to the entire world. So that was the purpose of putting that together.
Hey, man, and it's perfect. That the intro says it all, man. He lifts you up without lifting a damn finger, ladies. It is crazy. That's how much of amount of love that he has for his queens, just like a real king should. He lifts up, and that's what it's all about. So, what's the first piece that you're going to break into tonight?
I'm gonna do this piece titled "Epitome" because I'm the only brother on here with a gang full of beautiful queens, right?
Queens. Yeah, I mean, you had to. At the end of the day, I picked everybody for a reason. So I had, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have a lot of kings that I see that, you know, I've saw them more than once because I think I've saw you and your wife twice now. And every time you're lifting. And I just had to show recognition to that. You know what I'm saying? Queens do it all the time. They lift each other up. They lift their kids up. They lift their spouses up. They always got that weight of the world on their backs. And to see a king that try to take some of that burden off, man, what the flick you talking about? Let's go, man. I can talk about this shit all day. I love it. Let me get up out of here so he can do his piece, man.
Gotcha. So since I'm the only brother on here with a gang of beautiful black women, I'm going to take just a moment to speak on every black woman in this corner's behalf. See, because black women, I know that half of you will never take half of a moment just to brag on yourself. So I'll take full pleasure in doing that for you. Because I truly adore you, would do anything for you. So this evening I stand before you because to ignore you, that would be a sin. Even bigger than the one of me not knowing where to begin. But for that particular sin, I should be forgiven because to you, there is no end. See, where so many end, you just begin and vice versa. Because from the very beginning, you've always been much more than just a woman. See, you're my mother, my sister, my wife, my daughter, my friend, and being that you come from within makes us more than just kin and far more deeper than skin. And within that notion, you should be celebrated and elevated. So I've dedicated this just to praise you, to prove that angels are real and only God could have made you so heavenly. So you weigh heavily on my mind. And please forgive me if I tend to get a little emotional at times. It's due to the fact I know that without you, there would be no me. And although she comes from him, that makes we all one. The Heavenly Father, my mother, and their son. Now, although my mother is gone, we share this unbreakable bond. So one would understand when I say not a day goes by that I don't pray and thank God for you and new versions of you. The one that I helped give life and the other one, she's the one I'm married to. See, all of these things have led me to believe that God loves me unconditionally because he made you. And this holds true not just for my mother, my wife, and my daughter, but sister for you, and Cha-Cha for you, Poppy for you. See, you are my most fitting of misfits, and I pray that you don't miss this. So to avoid that miss, I'll be just a little more specific. To every Black woman, know that I, a Black man, is your biggest fan, and I stand in your corner cheering for you to win in everything you're in, because it would be a cardinal sin if I prayed for your epic fail. See, I would walk through high water and hell just to make sure that you're well, put voodoo under its own spell, tell time to be without motion. Express my undying devotion for you, and hoping that these words that I've spoken in hearts that are broken and are lucid to your ears. Because I want it to be crystal clear that I hold you near and dear to my mind, body, and soul. And everything that I said to you on this evening is on a basis that I need you to know and understand that if no other man ever tells you that he loves you and that you are beautiful, or even shows at times how hard it is to control his emotions as they flow, like, I just did poetry in motion. Know that on this day you've been told, straight from the lips of this beautiful poet, that you are loved and appreciated. And to you, our very lives, no, to you, Black woman, our very existence, this entire world owes. Thank you.
Did you say that shit or I said that shit? But somebody said that shit, because that shit was said and I likes it. Yeah.
Somebody said that shit, and you definitely said that shit, and I likes it, man. That was on point. I love that poem. I love how you break it down. I love the fact that I can't represent enough of how you move with that same energy in life, and how you take that and you put it out in your wife and in your daughter and in me, hell, you know what I'm saying? Like, who cannot feel uplifted after hearing something so beautifully written? Yo, hats off to you, King. Definitely hats off to you. You deserve to be the king rocking on here tonight, man. So thank you so much for let's talk about how it felt to work with 23. Come on, 23 Grammys. You working with somebody that.
Yeah, we trying to put something together. I don't really want to leak a whole lot out about it. We're trying to spread out a little bit over the country and visit different places and put something together that we think would be really beautiful, really needed to express and highlight and spotlight something that I hold near and dear to my heart. So I can say that much, but I don't want to say a whole lot.
Okay, well, I was sure trying to get a little drill, you know what I'm talking about, just on the corner. Nobody else got it except for the car. I was sure trying to, just a little bit. I definitely appreciate you giving us that much, man. That is dope. Congratulations on your future endeavors, whichever direction it goes. I already know it's this way. You know what I'm saying? So congratulations to you, sir. I can't wait till you come back around and do your next piece. I'm going to go ahead and bring Cha-Cha back on up through here. Cha, you ready? Where you at, Queen? Whoever pop on, that's where we at. Let's go with it. All right, Cha, you ready for your second?
I'm ready. Okay,
all right, well, let's get it going. What's the name of this piece?
It's called Addictions. So I was in a play. My girl Angela Carswell wrote a dope play. And I played called Rimshot, and I played the mother that trafficked her daughter. Okay. So she asked me to write a piece that would explain why a mother would do that. So this is what I came up with.
All right, let's go. She had to tap into another side, y'all. Woo!
The addictions of man, a thing I just can't understand. The afflictions of man will leave a battle in my hand. I've just seen too much, had so many crying nights. Lord God help me. not to give up this fight. I've been through many storms since the day that I was born. Breech birth, I've hurt my mother since day one. And according to her, since then the pain hasn't stopped. I've had dreams as big as this world, but never made it to the top. So now I keep adding to the monkeys that's on my back. I need a high to keep me on track. Don't judge me, cause you ain't been through what I've been through. Only the bottle in my hand can understand my mental. See, my mental state ain't been straight since about the age of 8. That's when I learned that I should participate in lustful things that make me ache, in places where I should feel safe. My mommy told me I did great. She said that I should appreciate the men that rape me, but I can't. And I still learn my lessons young. I reap rewards for what I've done. Money comes to those that work, and my pocketbook is in my skirt. How much they pays me shows my worth. And when I'm feeling low as dirt, I self-medicate to heal my hurt, then hit them streets and start to flirt. 3rd generation of street walking. My mouth stays shut when money's talking. I love my daughter. It's not her fault. But I must teach her what I was taught. If you don't give it, they will take it. There's no true love and there's no limit to the bread that you can make top with cheddar. So close your eyes. Take a deep breath. And be down for whatever. See, I love you. But if you love me, you go get that money for your mama, baby. I'm sorry. Thank you.
Ooh, wait, now that's the flicker flacker I'm talking about. Boy, that shit, that went hard. Yeah.
This guy here is gonna steal my dang on show. I tell you what, man. I love the way you were able to tap into that. That's true art and true poetry when it's not even your situation, but yet because you were acting out a role, you were able to place yourself there so much that you were able to spill it out with your pen. And I love the fact that you're able to do that, Queen. You are having amazing talent. Thank you so much for blessing the corner, man. Tell the people where you're going to be at next, because I know you got something going on. Let them know what it is before you come off of this thing.
I do. Actually, tomorrow, I'm going to be at an event called the Blackout Church. It come through. It's going to be a lot of gospel hip hop, and I'll be there as well. But it's not your normal, like, stuff that you used to. Y'all will really like it. Like, everybody up
Where's
there.
that? What you want us to tap in? What we like church? We at church right now. Where church at? What corner is gonna be on? Where we at?
Right. I know that's right. Because poetry, that's one of the reasons why I love poetry, because we heal through our words. Period.
Exactly.
Period. So
where's this location?
Tap into my IG. It'll be right there. Everything's on my IG. So please go to I am CHA Martin. I know it's spelled like cha-cha, but my family's from Haiti. So that CH sound is that SH sound in French. I promise you it's Shasha.
Sha. See, she corrected me too, because I know I said I didn't hear myself say no sha. I didn't hear that. I was like cha. 1, 2, cha. So yes, let's go. Thank you so much, Queen. Let's get Breeze back up here, man, so she can do her second piece. Breeze, I know you in a meeting inside of a meeting, but are we meeting on the corner right now? We are meeting on the corner right now. Let's go.
We on the corner.
We done left the corner. We done left the meeting and we in the hood. We ride through the hood. We rolling now. So let's get it. Let's go, man. Let's go. What's your second piece?
My second piece is coming out of my second part of the Journeys Traveled. The Journey series is what I meant to say. And it's called I Am.
Let's go.
I am the quiet time in the middle of a tense moment. Every word runs around your head screaming to be heard, but silence is always the answer. So I'll breathe. I'll close the doors and I'll swing blows on pen and pad. And if I had just a few more seconds of anger, I would yell it at my notepad for understanding. So I incite life. To them, futures of children lost to this new society life. Babies that will never understand the power behind words because their words have been drowned out by fashion. You see, reading to your seeds is now clashing with the bad girls, clubs, and the real housewives of Atlanta, but real housewives do not exist. So I'll clear pathways for days that seem to go on so long, so wrong, not seeing the light at the end of the tunnel clearly, but yes, you will hear me. And I'll turn the volume up just a little louder to even make visions brighter. Y'all, come on, feel me. I am that passion. And the teenage boys who practices night after night, knowing that he could get out of any hood as long as his jump shot is right. Not having someone there to actually teach him right. To realize that if he would just write, y'all, he could be anything that he like. You see, what they don't tell him is not all ball players are making it, and not all rappers are making meals, but getting your degree will pay them same damn bills. So I yell for the voices that are silenced in any closet, scared to set free of his actions because of the reactions from everyone else. But if you have rocks thrown in glass houses and we all stayed in glass houses, then we would all be homeless. I became that dad that gave up everything he had to pay that child support up. But that baby mama don't support him, girl. So this is the only way he can live, by looking in the eyes of his child, whose eyes are full of disappointment because moms don't mind putting him in grown-up arguments. I will provoke the movement. In the greatest movement on the scene, you see, spoken words heard and believing the change is going to come. So I'll come to any mic and strip away high walls. I spit words with rocks that David threw, and who knew that I would impact a minor few? My grandmother and my mother did, always keeping me in good spirits, but my work is not through because I repair mindsets that have been set on automatic failure, a driving force in progress, a promoter for success. I am that mother who struggles to bring up my little men in hopes that my little men won't adhere to the two strikes already given, instead giving their baby boys a reason to believe in who he is by how he lives. We did. Walking with God has always been the safest path, and yes, my journey has been full of demands, but with the strength of Spartans, I will challenge you. Y'all do something out of the normal, like be original. I be words to entice thought. I am poetry in motion, and my focus is improving this world one stage at a time. So my critics, please pay attention. There is always a calm before the storm. Y'all, they call me Lady Breeze for a reason. No thank yous needed. I just show you the definition of a real hurricane season. I am Lady Breeze. Thank you.
That shit that made me speechless, man, and I don't know if that's good or bad. I'm just not gonna say either way.
Oh.
Poppy, what you...
Yo, I'm tripping that you just spit the dopest shit while driving. I mean, you did a drive-by. We couldn't get our own drive-by going at the beginning of the show, but I be damned if you didn't just come back around and do your own drive-by. Yeah, it's fire. Yo, thank you so much. Right. You just came through this shit like for real, for real. I mean, I picked the book up like you was about to really read out of that shit. And did y'all check the cover though? Did y'all check the cover? The cover was very nice. Two different books, two dope covers. Make sure y'all go and y'all tap in Lady Breeze. Everybody know who she is. If you don't know who she is, three books with three dope covers, man.
Yeah,
Check them. I don't want you crashing now. Look, we ain't trying to be no crash dummy.
I'm rolling.
We just trying to We just trying to shoot the club up. There it is. Book one. Y'all see it. Y'all see it. Y'all see it.
Long walk. Book 2, Point Me to Poetry.
Yeah.
This is a collection of my poetry pieces. Part 2 of the Journey series, Journey's Travel.
Hey, support, y'all. We got two people on here with three books going right now. So y'all make sure that y'all tap in, man. And it's just as dope as, man, look at here. Y'all know where to find her. Lady Breeze, take the E off. She keep that shit for herself. I heard somebody else say that, man. She kept it for her damn self. So y'all make sure y'all tap in. on IG, Facebook, all that shit. Everything that I ain't got because I'm too old for. She got it. Tap in. Make sure y'all go check it out, man. I definitely thank you so much. Make sure you tap back in with me. Make it home safely. I'm gonna bring you back
Absolutely.
up, but not to do poetry. But thank you so much for coming back up
Love and
tonight, man.
blessings. I appreciate y'all so
Dope
much for
vibe,
rocking with
dope
me, man.
vibe.
Love and blessings to all y'all.
Hey, facts. I'm gonna bring Hood back up so she can do her piece. I see she finally got back in, and we're gonna close this show out with the king, man. Y'all already know Bo Ward. Hood, I seen you, man. You was on the move around for a minute, man. I was like, damn, she going from corner to corner in this bitch.
Sorry about that. I'm back. I'm back on.
Nah, I'm glad we got you stationary. I'm glad you in there. So what's the second piece you're gonna give us tonight?
It's called Mad.
All right, well, let's get to it, man. I ain't mad at you.
All right. I know what they're thinking. I'm a woman and I'm Black, so I'm just always mad. Neglecting to state the fact that I'm a mother and I'm Black, so I got a reason to be mad. Hell yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad because George Floyd's mother birthed him from her womb just to have him ripped away from this world. I'm mad that her son cried while being murdered the same way a baby does when he is being born. I'm mad that even if we crown around our brother and beg for the murderer to stop murdering our brother, that won't stop the murder. I'm mad that George Floyd was lynched. Knee to his neck, we had to watch that shit. I'm mad that even if you flinched, that you too could become their brother. This is no different from a lynch party on the plantation, not the streets of their plantation. Even if they ask for it, my nigga, you better not reach for registration. I'm mad that as a Black mother, I have to tell my Black son that monsters don't live under the bed, but they patrol the streets instead. I'm mad that when I look at my son, that all I can see is love, integrity, and a heart of gold. But when the police sees my son, their heart turns cold. It makes me think to myself, what the hell is different about their eyes that they can't see my son how I see my son? That's why I'm mad. Why? Why did Ahmaud Arbery get murdered for going for a run? Tell me why Breonna Taylor was murdered inside of her home. I'm getting so mad because these are just everyday things that I thought people were allowed to do in their everyday lives. I mean, I thought exercise was good for the heart. And I know I'm rambling, but I think I've got it all figured out. Just hear me out. We're not considered people to them, so our lives and what we do in it don't matter. White people, I know this always goes over your privileged heads, but Black lives do matter. And don't make me matter and say all lives matter, because we are aware. But what I'm saying is, when someone says save the rainforest, nobody ever says all nature matters. You want to know why? Because we are aware. We are aware that all things in nature matter, but it's something about that rainforest that needs saving. I'm mad that George, Breonna, Sean, Sandra, Philandro, Eric, Alton, Michael, Tamir, and so many other unarmed Black people were taken from us. I'm mad that some of the Black boys that I just named kind of look like my son. I'm mad that when I say kind of look alike, that the only thing I mean is that they are Black and that my son is Black too. I'm mad that kind of look alike and fit the description basically means the same thing. Damn, now I'm getting sad. I'm sad because there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sad because if your tail light out, the police just might shoot you about it. I'm sad because they tried to tell us Sandra was alive in their mugshot. I'm sad because my brothers are targets with an invisible red dot. But in the NBA draft, you the top pick. They be smiling, patting you on your back and shit. But God forbid you find a voice like Cannon. I mean Nick. Or my boy Kaepernick. Now your TV show gone. No more running plays at their dome. They sent that Black boy home for now. Until you think of a plan for yourself, post up in front of a property you invest and get knocked off trying to hustle like Nipsey, or give it all back to the hood. Pull up to Makita's cookie and I hate to catch you slipping like Dolph. I'm saying all this to say the same thing that everybody else says, but just in a different way. Let's control what we can control by ending gun violence today. Because I got news for you. Police brutality is here to stay. The judges, lawyers, and the doctors are KKK. And if they could snap their fingers, the entire Black race would be washed away. Let's be better to each other. Black people, Black men, I love y'all just like y'all my brothers, but I can tell y'all mamas never taught y'all to protect your sisters. And Black women, we got to stop fighting each other over shit we overheard in a whisper. None of that shit even matters. If you lose it all today, your day one's going to scatter. If the police question you, it's so easy to say you won't tattle until the judge look you in your face and say you facing time so long it sounds like a raffle. I'm no longer speaking to my oppressor. To my Black people, our Black lives matter. Thank you.
I just came on here to tell you, you was a bad mother. Hush your mouth. You know kids be watching the show. What, man? You ruined all the fun. I was gonna say mother sucker. Dang.
Hey man, yo, that is the damn poem that inspired me to have you to come out. Actually, as soon as I heard it, as soon as you started it, I already knew which one it was. So thank you for blessing us with that one, man. And the fact that, like I told Shasha, that poem will be relevant 20 years from now. And that's sad that it will be relevant, but the fact that you putting it out there, maybe if you do it enough, that it won't exist anymore. So
Yeah,
thank you so much for blessing us with that, man. That is a blessing. I'm gonna bring the king back up. I definitely enjoyed you tonight, man. Stick around.
I will.
Yo, let's finish this show out, man. We done had one tonight, y'all. We have been up through there. Let's get the king back up here so he can come on and close us out. What you got going on, King? What's the second piece you giving us tonight?
The second one is my second single that was just released Father's Day, called Black Man.
Uh-oh, y'all, we about to get a premiere almost. It just came out last Sunday. Man, look, let me get it for the one time. Premiered on PAPIS Poetry Corner so I can go and get a snippet before you even started. We're going to do it right here first. Before we get into that, though, please tell us where we can find these books, King. You have 3 amazing books that are out that we did not get to tap into. Please tell the people where they can go find it.
You can go on Barnes and Noble and get Beautiful Me, Beautiful Mind, and Deep Thoughts.
Deep Thoughts is the only one that is not a book of poetry, y'all, but it's still tapping into the poetic side. So y'all make sure that y'all check all 3 books out, man. I'm pretty sure that once you get one, you're going to want the other 2. So just get them as a group. We're going to have a group deal, man. We on the corner with it all day long, man. Again, Barnes and Nobles. And where else, King? Where else did you say they can find it?
Barnes and Noble is, I don't know the other one. I think they took it off the other one. I took it off the other site. So it's just Barnes and Noble.
All right, well, man, get y'all butts on Barnes and Nobles and go ahead and support the king, man. Let's get up through there. Man, don't forget to let the people know where they're hearing this first. Let's go.
We must know that we're made in his image because we face crucifixions and false convictions on the daily. From the time we're babies till we're pushing up daisies, these thoughts have been driving me crazy, so I've been having these conversations with God lately. Not to question his reasons, because I know he's had a plan since that first man in the Garden of Eden, but to maybe understand that if we are his chosen people, why are there days we feel like rats in a race, trapped in a maze, dazed by blurred hindsight like 3 blind mice? Or could it be that we must feel our way out of this struggle? But the light at the end of that tunnel looks like the flash from a gun barrel. But he keeps his eyes on his sparrow. So he guides us safely to safety. His grace be keeping us, although we face these obstacles with blind opticals. He makes the impossible possible. So is it possible that we as Black men are phenomenal, far beyond our own perception? The birth and resurrection, God's most immaculate conception. See, one's perception of themselves often leads to misconception. So my correction bring redirection, leaving you no need to question that you're highly favored with his blessings, the most endangered and envied by many. And the enemy wants to destroy this inner me because in me is he, and he is brilliance, beauty, and resilience, love and truth. He is me, he is you, yet we sometimes forget who we are, that we were created dark like nights because we shine like stars. Black men, you're more than just a nigger. Lost souls behind triggers, job security for mortuaries and grave diggers. So dig deeply inward so you can see that you are more than just an N-word. You're a hashtag with no words attached. Black and bold like an onyx wrapped in coal. You're the masterpiece from the master's piece. The ease to make the storm cease. The father of this earth's children. 1 in a billion. Built in his likeness. So despite this plight, it's apparent that you are his kindred. A direct descendant of the Most High. So your fly makes you the shit. That's why I spit in your honor. Because underneath that melanin armor is more than just a man. It's a king. It's that bell to let freedom ring. It's that lift every voice and sing. It's the prayers of an angel's wing. See, it's all that and more because Black man, you, me, we are everything. Thank you.
Boy, you sure ain't right that. Cause that shit right there was facts.
Yo, what a way to end the show, King, especially after Juneteenth, after Father's Day. That was amazing and dope. To just, I mean, you just came through. You gave one for the queens, and then you came back around and gave one for the gods out here, man. So salute to you for being who you are and standing up, being what you are. And that's a king and a man and an all-around movement. You know what I'm saying? I love that. So y'all already know what it is, man. Don't go nowhere. Y'all know I got to give y'all my praises at the end. But y'all, tonight has been everything on top of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? It was one of them wild rides on the corner and I enjoyed it. But remember, wake up tomorrow with gratitude so it shows in your attitude so you can reach those major latitudes. And we out, baby. Y'all know what it is. Peace.
Y'all know tomorrow Key-notez gonna be doing her little foo-foo dance to thank everybody for tapping in and coming and shit. So I'm gonna go on and thank myself now, cause that just ain't my type of party. Not even this month right here. Y'all know I like some down in the valley where the hoes get naked. So I just wanna thank my damn self for a good show. Let's go!